welcome to TMMK Fitness at Home. Today we will be doing an upper body workout. I'm Coach Sara. Here's what you'll need: a mat. You will need a broomstick or something similar to do some stretches with. And then you'll need a set of dumbbells. I'm going to tell you what the format is going to be so that that'll help you decide what size dumbbells to get. So we have a circuit planned for today. Each exercise will last about 45 seconds. So if you have dumbbells that might feel too light for that exercise in particular, you can always speed up with good form, of course. And if you have something that might end up being too heavy for what you're doing, feel a little too heavy, just slow down. So you don't have to do a certain amount of repetitions. We're doing everything for time. So while you're gathering what you need for class, I just want to remind everyone that all of our workouts are intended for TMMK Fitness members only. So if you're not a member, just know that you're doing this workout at your own risk. Okay, so we're going to get started with the broomstick, or whatever you have at home, okay? Just to kind of get those muscles loosened up for what we're doing. So we're going to take the broomstick. You're going to extend your arms out probably pretty far unless you're super flexible in your upper body. And you're going to take the bar back and forth. So as you get more flexible, you'll be wanting to bring in your grip. The goal is to not let your elbows bend as you do this. Okay? Good. So all the way to the front, all the way to the back. Good. Now on this next one, I'm going to have you hold it straight up in the air. Okay, we're straight up here. And we're going to do a few side bends just to get those obliques stretched out. Bring it back up. And to the other side. Good. And back up. Repeat that. And switch. Good. Now, I'm going to have you take the bar behind your back. You're going to grab a hold of it with your palms facing forward. And then you're going to flip it over your head to the front. So this one can be a little bit harder. You might feel this stretch a little bit more in your forearms when you get right about here. Good. So back and forth a few more times. Throughout today's session, we're also going to be doing some core exercises. Good. Okay, one more thing. Let me have you put this across your upper back, and we're going to rotate side to side here. With this one, I want you to try to keep your hips facing forward. One way you can tell if they're moving a lot, you'll feel it in your knees. So if you feel your knees turning, maybe don't turn quite as far. So try to keep just the movement in your waist. Okay, last one. Good job. All right. Hopefully by now you've got your dumbbells out, your mat's ready to go. You've got your stretches done. Okay, we're going to start out down here on the floor with the dead bug. So we're going to wake up our core because we want all of those muscle fibers activated for everything else that we're doing. So go ahead and lie down on your back. Many of you probably have experience doing this because we love this one. It's so good for your core. The first thing you're going to do is press your low back into the floor. Keep those shoulders down onto the floor. Okay, shoulder blades touching that mat. Arms up, legs up. I'm going to have you move opposite arm and opposite leg. Okay, so ready and go. This one we're not trying to do super fast because we want to make sure that that low back remains on the ground. Now, if you feel your back popping up, don't take your legs and arms down as low, okay? So you might be here, okay? This might be what it takes to keep that low back down. And then as you get stronger, be able to take it down a little lower, just like that. Good, good. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Now you're going to stand up. Second exercise is the inchworm. Now, we're gonna do this one just on our mat, so we're not gonna be crawling all over the floor, okay? So this may be a little different than what you're used to. So you're gonna stand on the end of your mat, and I'm gonna do one for you before we start. You're gonna come down here to the floor, and you're gonna walk your hands forward to a full plank position here, okay? Then I'm gonna have you walk your hands back up here, okay? So it's a little different than a traditional inchworm. Okay, we're gonna do that for 45 seconds. Are you ready? Okay, so let's take it down. And your goal is to try your best not to bend your knees too much. Okay, hold that there. Walk it back up. Stand up. Good. Walk it out. And take it back. So traditional inchworm, we move our legs too, but not today. Good. Hold it. Hold it up. Make sure you're going into that good plank position with a straight back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, that was your second exercise. Next one, we're gonna do chest press. So let's use those dumbbells. Go ahead and come down here to the floor with your dumbbells. All right, so keeping that low back pressed into the floor. You can put your feet on the ground if you want a little core activation. You can always do this right here. Or you can extend it out to make it even harder. All right, it's up to you. All right, 45 seconds. You ready, set, and go. So you're pressing straight up. Don't let the dumbbells bounce off of each other. Keep your low back pressed into the floor. Good. Remember what I mentioned earlier, if these are too light, these are all the dumbbells you have, you can speed up a little faster like this. Just don't let those elbows bounce off of the floor, okay? So you can do them this way if you need to. Add some intensity. Or if they're super heavy, you can slow down. That's okay too. Good, keep going, keep going. Let's do 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, nice job. So, for this next one, you're gonna stay on the floor. I'll give you the option. You can do this with or without weight. We're just gonna do, we'll call them the anti-twists, okay? So, you're gonna sit up real tall and then lean back just at the hips. Don't cave in like this, okay? If you don't wanna use a weight, just make a fist here, and you're gonna go back and forth, leaning back. Just your arms are moving, okay? So you don't want to rotate. Sometimes we do that, but not today, okay? So instead of rotating back and forth, you can use a weight, holding it end to end to do the same thing, okay? You ready? All right. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and go. So 45 seconds here. Now, as you do this, I want you to look at those knees. Do you have one going, are they going up and down kind of like this next to each other? Okay, I want you to try to keep those as still as you can. Try to keep those knees even, so you shouldn't have a lot of movement in the lower body. We're just stabilizing here, okay? We're teaching our core to stabilize. We're just going back and forth. If you want another extra challenge, raise those legs, okay? But again, you don't want movement happening in that lower body. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Okay, face down onto the floor. We're going to do a lat pull down type movement for your back. So here, you're going to be face down. And since it's your own mat, you can go ahead and let your head touch the floor, okay? Now, we're gonna lay all the way down. You're gonna take your arms above your head. Pack those shoulders though, okay? Don't scrunch up by your ears. And you're gonna lift and pull that pretend bar down to your face. Ready, set, and go. So just like this. Now, if you want to raise the legs, you're welcome to throw this in too. And that will get some of your lower back and your glutes as well. Right here. That's up to you. Good. So keep those shoulders packed. Just keep that good form, just like you would performing a lat pull down in the gym. Doing good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Okay, go ahead and stand up for me. Grab your weights. Now this one you will need a chair for, so run and get you a chair if you need it, okay? Now, I'm gonna have you do a seated row. We're gonna do both arms at the same time. You're gonna sit on the end of your chair, roll those shoulders back. Again, pack the shoulders. And then you're gonna lean forward at your hips. It's important that you don't let your shoulders roll forward when your torso goes forward, okay? So you wanna still keep good posture in that back. So sitting up nice and tall, pack those shoulders, just gonna bend forward at the hips, almost like you're just gonna lay your stomach on your legs here, okay? Just folding in half. All right, arms to your side. You're gonna pull these dumbbells straight up, okay? Straight up, elbows to the ceiling. You ready? And go. Now, I know I'm talking a lot, and you might be tempted to look up at your screen, but we wanna keep good alignment in the spine. So your gaze should be down toward the floor, keeping good alignment. You don't want to look up like this. You don't want your head to dip down like this, so be careful with that. Good. And again, if you have dumbbells that are too light, you can increase the speed like so. Okay? If they're heavy, you can slow it down like this and do fewer. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Let's come back down here to the floor. We're going to do a bicycle movement for the core. Laying all the way back. Again, first things first, press that low back into the floor. So you're going to get into that neutral pelvis position. Okay? Now, this will require you to put your fingertips, don't lock your fingers, just fingertips, right behind your ears, okay? To just have a little bit of support for the head. Keep that low back down. Okay, as you alternate, don't pull on the neck, okay? The arms are not working out here, the core is. So your core is what is lifting your body off the floor. Ready? And go. So we're alternating here. Again, just like the dead bug, if you want to kick up higher to make it a little bit easier, that's fine. Because you do need to keep that low back on the floor for this one as well. So lifting that torso up off the floor, exhaling, don't hold your breath. Good. Let's keep going. We've got about 10 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Okay, let's stand all the way up. Grab your dumbbells. Okay, now this one's going to be a combination exercise. It's going to be a bicep curl to an overhead press. So, pack those shoulders. You're going to curl, and you're going to rotate as you take your dumbbells up to an overhead press. Okay? 45 seconds. All right. Ready? And go. So curl to press. Curl to press. Now, as these get heavy, you're gonna be tempted to maybe lean back like this. Okay, don't do that. Try to keep your back straight. If you can't correct it, just go ahead and end your 45 seconds early. It's better to do that than to risk an injury. Okay, good. You got it, you got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we have one more exercise before we start all the way over. The plank, 45-second plank. We're not gonna move with it, we're just gonna hold it. If you wanna add some movement, if you know kind of some ways to change it up, feel free to do that. But for the purpose of today's video, we're just gonna hold plank. Okay, so, you got some options here. First of all, you can come down here onto your elbows, palms facing up for these, okay? Just helps keep your posture better. Now, you can pop down to the knees, okay, if you need to. All right, so on your mark, 3, 2, 1, and lift. Good. So we're gonna hold this for about 45 seconds, and then we'll start from the top. So a couple of things. You don't want your back to sway. You don't want your butt in the air. You want your elbows directly under your shoulders. If it starts to bother your low back, or it's just too hard, you can pop down to your knees like this, okay? So holding this here, you just want to avoid this, okay? You're doing good. You're doing real good. I just know it. Keep going. We're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, from the top with the dead bug. So flip over. Onto your back. Keep those shoulders down on the ground, low back on the ground, legs up. You ready? Let's start in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just like this. Good. Keep going, keep going. Remember, you can kick up a little higher, like this if you need to. Check that low back, make sure it's still down. Good. Almost there. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Stand up for me. At the end of your mat for our halfway inchworms, okay? So you're standing here, roll those shoulders back. Ready? And walk it down. Walk it out. Plank. And back it up. Good. Again. Walk it out. And back it up. Keeping those legs as straight as you can. You're standing all the way up. Like, good. Let's do one more. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Okay, down to the floor for chest presses. Grab your weights. Ready? Set and go. So keep your low back pressed down. Don't let your elbows bounce off the floor. Keep it controlled even if you're going fast with these. Legs up to work the core, but you must keep that low back touching the floor. Exhaling as you lift for these. Good. Hang in there. Keep those abs tight. Here we go. We're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Sit all the way up. Okay, we have those anti-twists next. So stay down here on the floor. Use the weight this time if you want to. Up to you. No movement in the lower body. All right, so sit tall, lean back, and go. So just back and forth here. Remember to watch your knees. You don't want them moving around if you can help it. The farther back you go, the harder it is. But you have to maintain good form. You don't want to cave in like this, okay? So keep those shoulders packed as you do this. Remember, you can raise your legs if you want to. Good, good. You're almost there. Come on, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Flip around for that lat pull. Face down. Okay, keep those shoulders out of your ears. So pack the shoulders. And then pull. Ready, set, and lift. So you've got that pretend lat pull down bar. You're bringing down towards your face. Lifting the torso. Squeeze your glutes too while you're at it. You can do a lower body lift with it if you'd like to. Okay, it's up to you. Good. Please don't hold your breath on this one. I know it's a little awkward to breathe in this position, so just make sure you continue to do so. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, good job. Okay, grab your weights, and we're gonna head over here to the chair for the row. All right, so sitting tall, leaning forward, and lift. Remember to exhale as you lift. That's the hardest part of this movement. Keep those elbows and dumbbells close to your body. You don't want them going out to the side like this because that works a different muscle group, okay? So bring it straight up, elbows to the ceiling. Come on, 10 more seconds. You can do it, you can do it. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Okay, down here to the floor. Bicycles. Okay, press that low back down. Fingertips only, right here behind your ears. Legs up and rotate. Lift the torso up as best you can each time. The lower you take your legs, the harder it is. Now with these, I wouldn't go too fast with them because you want good quality movements. You don't want to get sloppy, especially with this exercise. Really try to lift the torso up. Eight seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Okay, stand up. We're going to do the dumbbell curls to overhead press. Shoulders back. Palms facing forward. Ready? Let's go. Curl, press. Good. Keep your core engaged. That'll help support your lower back. It'll keep your back from arching, which can cause an injury. Good. Hang in there. Remember, it starts to get too heavy and you can't keep good form. It's okay to end your set. 8 seconds to go. Fight through it though, come on, you can do it. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. The plank, it's the last one. The plank. Okay, come down here. Get your elbows directly under your shoulders. Right here on your toes. Ready? And lift. So hold this right here. Think happy thoughts. Focus on your breathing. Remember, none of this, none of this. You're better off to go here, onto the knees if you struggle with keeping your back straight. The other way. This is still engaging. Okay? So hang in there. 10 seconds, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Okay, let's stretch. Repeat the stretches we did in the beginning. One more time. Ooh. Okay? All right. So, you're going to take your broomstick, flip it behind you, bring it back up, and again. Good. These should feel really good now, now that you're all the way through that circuit. Try to keep those elbows as straight as you can. As always, stretching should feel good. If it's painful, going too far, trying to do too much. Okay, on this last one, let's keep it up high. Okay, and then you're gonna bend to the side, bring it up, bend to the other side. Let's repeat that again. Good, and again. Okay, bring the bar behind your back, palms facing forward on this one, flip it forward, and repeat. And one more. Okay, and then the last stretch, you're going to take the bar behind your head here onto your back and rotate, trying to keep the hips and the knees from moving. You want them facing forward the whole time, as best you can. Last one. All right, good work out there today. Remember, you can check out any of our workouts on Facebook or YouTube, and there's something out there for everyone. We'll see ya.